Hello guys, we are back. Welcome to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us yet again for another live conversation. Today we just had a bombshell dropped on us. Advocate Teffo, Malisela Teffo, has decided to withdraw from this case. He's citing that he's feeling threatened. He is in fact getting threats. And on top of that, he has more charges that have been piled up against him. It's a lot going on. I'm so overwhelmed. Mr. Anonymous, how are you doing?
We are trying.
Yo, hayi namhlanje. It was a lot.
We are trying. There's a lot happening. Guys, just a warning. Please do not call us now. If you call us now, we might be forced to cancel your call because we first need to deliberate and then you can call. And we hope that we're just going to talk about this this time, only this topic. Maybe we might draw attention to some of the topics that are related in a sense in trying to reference, but the main thing we are going to talk about the case.
My heart is broken. I feel like I don't know if the accused will get any legal representation that will do the job from the heart or will make sure that they are well represented. I don't know. I feel scared for them.
I feel bad for Senzo's case. I see them. And obviously, if Senzo's case could go accordingly, then they will be free people.
Okay, let me read this article from Mail and Garden. It says Senzo Meyiwa trial advocate Teffo quits, cites harassment by judge. In a dramatic end to today's proceedings, advocate Teffo quits as the first four accused lawyer in the Senzo Meyiwa trial, citing what he said was harassment from the court and the state. I can no longer continue in this court based on the harassment I'm receiving, both from the state and from the court. Teffo told the High Court in Pretoria on Tuesday. He added that he would revert to his position as a watching brief for the Meyiwa families requested by the footballer's brothers, Fiso Meyiwa. The reason I can no longer be able to be in court and face you is that there are serious allegations here where you are accused, number one. Teffo told Judge Shipiwa Maumela the court was meant to hear Teffo's interlocutory application to challenge the Pretoria High Court's jurisdiction to adjudicate the Meyiwa murder trial according to Maumela order on 14th of June. Teffo did not adhere to the court's order to file papers for his challenge. Instead, he submitted a letter from Mthobisi Ncube, the third accused in the trial, who alleged that he had been abused and subjected to inhumane conditions inside Tshwane's Kgosi Mampuru prison where he is being detained. Remember, you guys, he was supposed to bring that letter that he initially wanted to draft to get accused 1 to 4 out, if possible. But now there was a change of plan. He decided to read a letter that was drafted by accused number 3, Mthobisi Ncube, in court today, where he was speaking about the conditions that he's arrested under. In the letter, it read out, Ncube said he was placed in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day and let out only 1 hour to exercise. I am held in mechanical restraints once outside my cell for any reason, including to visit other inmates. The food we are getting is not fit for an adult person, the letter reads. State Prosecutor George Baloyi told Maumela that Teffo had sent correspondence to the state saying that he would not continue with the interlocutory application to challenge the trial being moved from the Johannesburg High Court, the jurisdiction under which Fosloraswe Meyiwa was, and it falls. Meyiwa was killed in in October 2014 at the family home in his then-girlfriend singer Kelly Khumalo in what the state alleges to have been a botched house robbery. On the 14th of June, Maumela ordered Teffo to file his hands of argument by 23rd June. Tubaloi and advocate Zandile Mshololo, the legal representative of the fifth accused, Fisokuhle Ntuli, and that they should respond to Teffo by 30th June. The other three accused are, of course, we know the other three accused. I'm not going to mention them right now. And Baloyi said that on the 30th of June, Teffo addressed a letter to the state saying an email he had sent to Baloyi 10 days earlier regarding legal representations Teffo wanted to raise was directed at the investigation officer and the police commissioner, General Fani Masemola, and that he expected a response from them. Baloyi added that Teffo sent another letter to the National Prosecuting Authority, NPA, asking it to grant him a null prosecure certificate as to why it refused to charge Longethwala Kelly Khumalo, her mother Gladness Khumalo, her sister Zandi Khumalo, Veiws' childhood friends Mthokozisi Twala and Tumelo Madlala, as well as a neighbor Maggie Phiri. The NPA had recommended that the seven be prosecuted on murder and defeating the ends of justice charges for allegedly killing Veiws and masking the footballer's death as a robbery gone wrong. The recommended charges were based on the January 2019 opening of a second case docket into Veiws' killing. Mshololo, responding to Teffo's bid to introduce Ncube's letter alleging abuse in prison, said the court had sat down Tuesday to hear Teffo's jurisdiction application and that no other requests should be entertained. Mshololo Kaluku. A visibly irritated Mshololo apologized for not filing responding papers by 30th of June, saying that she was unable to adhere to the court's ruling because Teffo had decided to desert his application. The purpose for today's sitting was to deal with the issue of jurisdiction. None of the directives of this honorable court were complied with, including the applicant Teffo, Mshololo argued. If the issue of jurisdiction has been abandoned, then there is no reason for this court to sit and listen to any other application. But Teffo pleaded with Maumela to hear the alleged plight of Ncube, saying the third accused's life was in danger and the court should intervene on his behalf. The court has jurisdiction to entertain his complaint. We don't agree with deferring this matter to a next time because we are not sure that there will be a next time, Advocate Teffo argued. May the humble cry of my client be heard before it's too late. Maumela said he could not interfere with prison proceeding and policies even when he sympathized with Ncube. It will be giving false hope, even to the accused number 3, that I will have something to say about the prison conditions, which is not the case. Maumela said, I will not let this matter unfold further before me because I will not have anything to say. At that point, Teffo announced it is an opportune moment for me to inform this court that I'm withdrawing before packing his bags and leaving. Maumela accepted Teffo's withdrawal and ordered that the trial return on 2nd of August for the first 4 accused to indicate, with the help of the state, whether they had secured new representation and consulted adequately.
Amen.
All accused are remanded in custody until the 2nd of August.
Amen. Kabsile Mabuza is saying, Amen, it is jurisdiction.
Yona leyo.
Okay.
Jurisdiction.
I think I saw everything because I was also watching as I was working. One thing that worries and bothers me a lot is Advocate Mshololo. And I would say this because my submissions are that this, before you become an advocate, you are a woman. You could be a mother of someone. You could be someone his grandmother. You could be an auntie of someone. To stand up and say that you do not entertain matters that are to do with people's lives, that are to do with someone maybe seeing the next day. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And you stand up and say that you do not entertain such. I understand that we must apply law, and I fully understand. Perhaps the danger is law with no morals is a dangerous animal. It's a beast that cannot be tamed. So I was surprised to see such with a green, I would say a green face.
I mean, now what was disturbing is her smiling. I'm like, what is there to be happy about here? 4 accused people have no legal representation, and you are smiling.
And I would go as further and say that I would not be surprised that one day Advocate Mshololo becomes a prosecutor. I would not be surprised.
She's siding with the prosecution a lot.
The love that he shares with the prosecuting team tells me that I do not want to burn the bridges here. And according, obviously, this is my observation. Anyone can see something different.
It's your opinion.
It's my observation and my opinion that obviously I'm inclined to have when I watch you on television, on public broadcaster.
Platform.
So it is just very, 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 very sad what I saw today. And I'm worried about what we call law. Law that could at some point show that it can be really, really brutal in terms of correcting of what is wrong. Because remember, law is only meant to correct in a sense. So when this law becomes the beast, who corrects the law? The only thing that is left to correct the law are people applying the law.
How did you feel when Advocate Teffo was expressing why he was withdrawing himself? And I remember hearing him implicate the office of the president.
I will get into that. I will get into that accordingly. My other submission is that it is rare in this world to find, and I must say it is, Judge Mogoeng is a rare breed. Perhaps the only thing that will correct law itself are people like Judge Mogoeng. But how many do you get out of the system?
Very few.
How many Mogoeng can you duplicate out of the system?
Very few.
Very few.
Very, very few.
So,
very, very few.
So if we are left with people who are only eager to apply, it becomes a problem. And this is the problem that we face every day, wherever we are. You are at work, you are left with someone who knows how to apply, who didn't
apply the law,
who didn't learn to use that thing and then added value to that thing. You just apply it as pure as it is. I know that obviously there must be no exception. First, you argued that you needed time, and you got the time that has led to such things where maybe the case could be proceeding, and maybe Advocate Teffo would still be there on that case. But the length of the case has now determined almost two things, because Brigadier Ndlovu passed away, allegedly.
Yes.
Now we have Advocate Teffo, who was a very important person to this case. As much as the state is saying that Brigadier Ndlovu was not going to be called as a witness, it surprises me. And then it makes me wonder to say, what is an aim of a prosecutor? Is it just to prosecute, or to find the right person to prosecute, because that also must be considered. So if you are only excited to have someone in front of you, whether that person did it or not, that is none of your business.
That is the disturbing demonstration that we are seeing with this case, is that it actually doesn't matter whether you did the crime or not.
Exactly. And clearly what I've seen with these cases, and including Kwebane's case right now, what I've seen is that the law is only for people who have money. The law is not for people who wake up and go to work from 8 to 5. The law is only for people who have money. You can do whatever if you have money.
Very disturbing.
And those are disturbing observation from someone who's not a lawyer, someone who's not part of that, but observing from a mere citizen, observing what would happen about me should I find myself in this
that
situation. Do you understand? Because I do not have the money that they have to actually prolong these things up to this point. So clearly, I would agree now with that there are many people who are in jail and they really didn't do whatever that they said they did.
It's because they don't have money that they're still there.
Because they don't have money, they become
Because
the people that are...
Under circumstances, if either one accused 1 to 4 had the money, do you think they'd be awaiting trial in prison?
No.
Khosi Mampuru no
No,
fale.
no, no.
Hela, that's C-Max.
No.
That's
no.
where convicted criminals are at.
They will be not sitting there. They will never be sitting there. They will be out.
And preparing to prepare for trial, right? Preparing themselves, gathering what they gather, evidence, what not, helping their legal team put everything together so that they can prove their innocence.
And this also surprises me further to submit that if Emily today you were to go to police station and say, I did something wrong to you, or sort of molested or whatever, probably I could get a bail and be out. And I'm talking
If you have
about
the money.
not even just a bail money and then some lawyer nyan. I'll be able to get myself out.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that even if there is physical evidence, it is easy for them to let you out. Get that 1,000, 5,000 bail, and then you are out.
We've seen it happen before.
My question is, who are these people danger to when it comes to more so the ones that didn't have any other case
And
pending?
the other case, I get the ones who already have charges.
They won't be
able to
released.
get out.
But
the ones who never were not in prison prior to them getting arrested.
who are they endangering by being out? And I see nobody. I see no one that is being endangered by them being out, because one, they say they were kind of harassed to actually admit to this, and those are the people that actually are going to go out. They created this whole story, so you can't be a danger to yourself in this case.
Yeah.
Because it's not like someone put you there.
No.
Do you understand? So, what is the hold up of these people for those two for being released?
And are they flight risks?
No, they are not. Yet, if I happen to hold you with my hands and massage you somehow, and then you go open a case, the very same people that are saying they are fighting for your guys' rights, they will release me.
Yes.
I will be out, you'll see me.
Unfortunately.
Now, that tells you the story of this whole system, that we are not even supposed to say that this system looks like a system that has flawed, that has loopholes, that has a lot of problems.
That is,
And then you find people who will come in defense of this thing. They come in defense. But yet things like this are happening and no one's talking about it. The only time you'll see someone standing up for what we call law is when a politician is making a statement that is really trying to not make the law look good. Then they will come in defense of the. But when the matters that concern the whole society at large is in their table, they do not want to talk about it.
no, they do not.
And then you get the so-called learned lawyers that are always invited to ENCA,
To speak.
which surprises me actually, because
I mean,
if
I
you are a
can't
lawyer, you
comprehend what they're
have
saying.
jobs to do. You cannot have time to actually sit down and analyze with some channel there while there are clients there. It tells you that those people probably they do not have much job to do. So because of the fact that they are even affiliated with the mainstream media, it tells you that people do not trust them.
How did you feel about the details of accused number 3 when you were saying he can't wash his clothes, solitary confinement for
Obvious,
23
that
hours?
is what that is for. That jail, that is what it's for. It just, I mean,
It's a maximum.
once
Prison, right?
once Emily, you are in that area, you must know that your life is no longer your life. You are living now the life of someone who's a superior there, who thinks that you must be treated in a certain way. But the worry that I have is that if we are outside, but we feel more like that guy, because we don't know when is someone gonna wake up and say that thing, and then they decide that I'm a danger to society and I'm a danger to other prisoners wherever I would be, and then they put me in that environment. It's a decision of someone. They just need to follow by writing papers.
That really troubled me. I'm like, 23 hours. You're just facing walls. For 23 hours. And you are not even yet convicted.
They are messing
scary,
up.
man.
They are messing up your way of thinking. They are messing you up such that you feel that whatever that they are giving you is fine. It's really good. You are grateful for it. But only if you do not have money that you face such circumstances.
And then the visits, he's not allowed to have visits. He's only allowed 2 visits a month. And each session is 30 minutes. So he can't even talk about his case properly with a lawyer.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, no public phones. They have been broken since last year, October, so he can't even call his family. And it's being alleged that his child is not well. It's a lot, guys.
That is the life of someone who doesn't have money. It must be like that. And to think that you might change that, I don't know. You would have to have a lot of money to actually change that.
And then when he said that it will actually make you have a hardened heart,
Yeah. This is supposed to be a correctional services thing where they correct someone's behavior. But
he's not allowed any media material. He's not allowed any news. He can't even hear what is being said in the news about the case that pertains him. There's no newspapers that he gets. There's none of that. I understand that it's a prison, right? But not even a newspaper.
Look, I think that if you are detained, you should have access to those things.
That is public information,
yes,
right?
Yes, because you haven't been convicted to become a part of the prisoners. You are still lingering between being a prisoner and being public.
And he also mentions that in Johannesburg, Sunnyside, he got those things, but in Pretoria, it's not. He doesn't know what's going on with this case. He has no idea. And then they
it's scary.
say it's a fair trial. How is it fair if he doesn't know anything that's happening with his case?
It is never fair. Once they keep on emphasizing that it's a fair trial, you must know it's never fair.
Yeah, that was scary.
It's never fair.
That was scary for me. I was like, this is something else. I see when you've been convicted, you've been found guilty of a crime, maybe they decide to do those things to you. What can you do? You are at their mercy. But you are awaiting trial.
An argument of death penalty that at some countries was argued to say that it could happen that this person did not do this thing. So this must be abolished. I think the same argument, if there were people who were really pursuing changing the laws of this country, people who were studying to change the laws of this country, to enhance the laws of this country, it could be used to say that if you are detained because of certain circumstances, then at least be allowed to have what civil people normally have who are outside. Have a paper, have access to your family until such time that you are really convicted. It was the same argument. You could literally use the same argument. That's what we talk about when you say these laws, they have problems and they need to be looked at, because in reality, the only thing we are capable of doing is paying these people. Should we find that it was wrongfully accused, we pay them. But what are we doing to make life easier in a case like this where you haven't been found guilty? Because the manner in which they are treated, it screams and talks to the direction of saying, either way, we're going to find you guilty.
And then when he said that he was assaulted when he first arrived in that prison on the 4th of December in 2020, he said he was electrocuted, you guys, and assaulted. Electrocuted. I thought those things are no longer used in the democratic, but looks like some of the methods have been kept.
Yes.
Being electrocuted in 2020. It was 2020 at the time. And he says that sometimes it's the method that they use in that prison. So sometimes they hear other inmates that is being done to them, and it's just you have to listen to them screaming. The mental anguish.
When we say that as much as we have problems that the gardeners also face in such situations, because we cannot also exonerate some of the prisoners. They have problems that they deal with.
Yeah.
But if you look at our prisoners, they are not rehabilitating most of the time. They make you lose something. You have seen the documents that are talking about people who came out of jail, who went to jail negative, they came out positive. That is life-changing event. That is something that really can change your life. It happens. And then you find people that are arrested for bigger crimes. Let's talk about Pretorius, for example. Was the treatment similar to this?
Only they can answer that question
because
now I'm not seeing it.
Let's talk about the guy who was kicking a boy. Was the treatment similar to this? Those are the things that we need to look at. Because seemingly these prisoners are made for us, and you'll understand what I mean when I say they are made for us. Obviously, I don't want to delve into deep into that. I just want to say it like that. Now, Emily, what did you have that we also needed to look at?
Oh, I needed us to listen to the recordings because after Advocate Teffo left the courtroom, he conducted interviews with SABC, ENCA, and he had a lot of things to say. I would like for us to listen to those recordings and just pause where we can and deliberate on what we can deliberate on.
Okay,
Let's start with the SABC one.
Okay.
Advocate Malisela Teffo has withdrawn from the murder trial of the former Orlando Pirates and Bafana captain Senzo Meyiwa. Of course, he was representing accused 1 to 4. Now, the court is currently hearing, from the judge, Judge Chifao Maumela, who's speaking to the 4 accused, saying the case has been postponed to the 2nd of August to give them time to find new counsel. Let's go back to Griselda now.
Now, Emily, I don't know. Now it's like they're fast forwarding this case as if this
September.
was a matter of aging. But in all honesty, out of all the submissions that I saw, I am still puzzled by Mshololo. I'm still puzzled. I'm traumatized.
I'm scared.
One would say that be careful of those that get the book the way it is. Let us listen further.
Are you withdrawing?
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's not about me. It's about the peace for Senzo. Peace for those guys. The justice system in this country is becoming the circus. You cannot put the innocent person in court. This is a winter. The poor guys were supposed to be at home. They are now dying for the sins that they don't even know. They never even committed. You see. So I cannot be part of this. I don't know what to call this. For the lack of the for the lack of the relevant weight. Yes, I cannot seem to be justifying the injustice. So what is happening in that court of Maumela is injustice at all. The worst ever I come across. 12 years as a practicing advocate, Zozi. So I've never come across the situation in that way. Yeah, so every time, for the accused 1 to 4, Maumela cannot be able to take a decision. But let the other one raise something. He's able to take a decision. So with only us. So now I realize that I'm becoming a burden to the lives of the poor guys there. You see, those guys are innocent.
This is someone who has the interest of people at heart. I don't care what you say, and I don't care how you feel about how he articulated and all that. We all have problems of this language. It was never our language in any case.
Yes.
But this is someone who's thinking for people.
12 years as a practicing advocate and having a judge ask you that where did you get your education for the 115th time since this trial began. He's been questioning Advocate Teffo of where he's had his legal training.
Yes, it just unfortunately, Emily.
Don't tell me that you won't be irritated by that. Your profession, you are being questioned about it, where you studied, just because you can't articulate yourself in English.
Yeah, it's very pity. But let's continue.
For the lack of the relevant weight, yes, I cannot seem to be. So I've never come across the situation in that way. Yeah, so every time, for the accused 1 to 4, Maumela cannot be able to take a decision. But let the other one raise something. He's able to take a decision. So with only us. So now I realize that I'm becoming a burden to the lives of the poor guys there. You see, those guys are innocent. Yes. So now it's better now that I'm out. Then I think it's relief. It's a relief. Even this morning, he said to me that he doesn't know which school I've attended. I think that you'll be relieved. But I'm not taking that in a hard way, you see. So
are you saying that the judge is biased in this matter? Is that what you're saying? Can you categorically state that?
I've got the instructions 7 times from my client, from those guys. Say, we see what judge is doing. Can you please bring the application? And I've always advising against that, to recuse him. Because I consider the application for recusal a cause of delay. Because according to me, this appearance here of these 5 guys is supposed to be preliminary. It was not even supposed to go more than 2 weeks. You see, there is a trial that should come of 7 people. They don't want us to go there. If this matter has been postponed to the 7th of December, and there is also the talk of the possibility of next year, where are we going? Where will these people ever get the justice? These poor guys. Will the Senzo Meyiwa get justice?
Do you think that there will be justice for Senzo Meyiwa's family? This basically takes the case and sort of throws it on its head.
Exactly, definitely my point. And then my reason for this, because like I said, we had a thorough consultation with Senzo Meyiwa, you see, because as I'm saying that, this so-called trial of docket 636, the docket which people were arrested after it was quashed. When these people were arrested, the docket was quashed, was no more there. But now, they brought it to life because they want to protect somebody. You see, people who were in that house where Senzo was killed, that house is treated like a national key point. You see, if the parliament in Cape Town was named after someone, the lady in that house, that Cape Town Parliament could not have been on ash because that name of this lady is so protected. It's a national key point. So her name is protected more than the national key point.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Where to from here? Do you plan to take this further?
Then the man is just laughing. Hello, let me answer this person. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Emil, how are you?
I'm good,
well,
and you?
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Hello?
Hello,
Hi,
hello. Yeah,
hello.
you can
You are
shoot.
live on
I
Mzansi
just
Reality.
want to say the third accused is the one that's been accused of the gun that shot Senzo being found at him. That's why the treatment is like that. That's why he's being put at Kosi Mampur to silence him. This is not fair. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that information. Well, guys, as you heard, you have shoot straight, and that's an information. That's another information.
That's another information.
Well, I don't know. Should we
Take this
continue?
further? Are you going to lodge any complaint? Because you obviously feel aggrieved by what has taken place. You say also that you remain on watching brief for the Meyiwa family, and that's it in terms of this case. Will you be lodging a complaint against the presiding judge? Do you feel that aggrieved?
This was not my case. I was there as a counsel. So now my job as a counselor terminated today.
Yeah.
You see, hence I'm saying I'm going to pay full attention to case 375, which was opened by Warrant Officer Makubu. And as we speak now, Warrant Officer Makubu opened that case. Do you believe that today has been charged by Chauke? He's a criminal now.
I don't know if people are getting that.
Guys, you remember this
Warrant
child,
Officer Makube was with,
375.
and then who's the other?
Geninde.
No. It was Warrant Officer Makube and
Oh, Joyce.
Joyce.
Buteles.
Yes, for Joyce Buteles. Those are the people that are with reference to 375.
375.
Geninde
Is
363. 363.
363.
Yeah, it's 363. That is Geninde. Those people apparently, Makubo
has charges now.
Has charges.
Holding up against
in
him.
the case that he doesn't even know where it's coming from. That's how they play the tricks here. Makubu is now the criminal because he opened 375. We've got the real criminal, who is the leading investigating officer in the 636, Brigadier Geninde. The guy has got a lot of charges, but he's been he cannot be arrested. He's been protected by the state, by the police, by the DPP. Yes. So people who are trying to do the justice, we are the criminal now. Tell me now, why should I continue?
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Mzansi Reality.
Paul.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, it's member for you, Anonymous. It's member.
Oh, yes. A shout out to our members.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you for
much.
joining the membership. We really appreciate it, eh?
I'm honored. Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mpo. Thank you.
I hate to say that we once touched this particular thing that is happening today.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Whatever you say or whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Those people can decide on your behalf
Yes.
whether you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
So,
mentioned it before, and we are actually seeing it happening.
yeah.
We are seeing it in action.
Exactly. So what the advocate Teffo did today, what exactly was supposed to have maybe he is supposed to have done it a long time ago. But maybe just waiting. But maybe because he is the professional, he was just waiting for the right moment.
Yes.
So
yes.
today it marks history, guys.
Yeah.
Must watch and see. Horoto Irala. I think he has something big coming again. This guy, he cannot just withdraw. There's a main way. I think he's coming back with another something.
Well, if he's still there to tell the story.
Yeah.
You know how it is here.
Now he's protected. God is protecting this guy.
Ish. It's a tough one, but I think I'm also happy that he did it. I'm happy that he kind of, you know those people who are saying it's fine, you can kick me. I just want to show what it is. You understand? Kick me, it's okay. Roll me. I saw him even laughing about when they made a mockery of his education. He was laughing.
Exactly.
He's like, kick me. I just want to see. I want everyone to see. I'm taking everyone into. Yeah, now our eyes are open. We see exactly what is happening.
I wonder what's gonna happen. If I wish those guys don't get any legal representation. I wish. I just want to see how this Vaseline and the Afro man, how are they gonna play it? Because it's their show now.
No, if they do not do that, I think that because you are right in a sense, because I see where you're going, because apparently there's a mastermind, right?
Yes.
Who's going to be that mastermind, allegedly? Who's going to be that mastermind when they arrest them?
Exactly. So again, lastly, who's paying this pretty African lady?
It's a good question. You know, when I had a call with Emily, I asked her, who's paying her? Because I mean, whoever is paying her, seemingly it's okay with everything. You know, like the proceeding is still going well for them.
Because
long as
the client that she's representing is affiliated with political killings.
So what is the end result? What are they hoping to achieve?
Look,
I think they're betting for the same team. The pretty lady, the Afro man, and the mastermind, and the celebrity, and everyone. I think they're playing for the same team.
Allegedly, okay.
No, I didn't mention names. No, I didn't mention names.
Yeah.
Alleged. We are protecting Mzansi Reality.
No, he didn't mention names though. It's fine. Didn't mention.
And I don't want to hear my name again on this show. I'm member.
Yeah.
Member. No.
Member.
No name
Okay.
calling us. No name calling. No.
Okay, member.
Okay, member.
Okay, ulungile.
Okay. Yeah, so guys, we are at that stage where really for me, was I disappointed? After thinking about it so much, I also felt like it's okay.
You felt like it's okay.
You know, he has played his part in terms of showing this whole thing. Yes, we saw what was happening. We know what is happening. So we are expecting certain things. You know, we are expecting things to change. We are expecting, and I feel like he did this thing on purpose.
You say.
Yeah, it's like kick, I will kick, I will kick, and then let it go. As much as he's exiting, he's still winning. Because now we are watching what is next.
We are seeing this whole dramatic thing, and we are seeing it for what it is.
So, are we worried about it? I think after a while of processing what was happening, I realized, and I heard him saying that it's not about me. It's about the people who are arrested. It's about the Senzo Meyiwa's family. So I realized that this guy said, it's fine. Let me go in there. Let them kick me. They will kick me until the end. But I want to show who's who in the jungle. So that whoever comes, we can also see clearly who that person is. Even if he's representing the 1 to 4 people, we will see clearly if he doesn't have the interest of those people at heart. We are at that stage where we really know, oh, this is the case, okay? This is what is happening, okay? We kind of see. Once you get along with Mshololo, okay, there's something wrong with you.
There was no objections from Mshololo today. There are no objections. Everything.
No, there was no objection. Everything was just smooth. He was saying whatever she wanted to say.
Tell me now, why should I continue here while I'm facing from the 8th of this month, last week Friday? I started to know that I'm going to face 8 charges, whereby the magistrate is a complainant against me. So those charges are going to be at the regional court in Johannesburg. So now I'm going to face the challenge. Now on the other side, the same office of the DPP, I've been reported to the Legal Practice Council that I'm a criminal. Yes.
Right, Advocate.
So basically, they want to debar him.
Yeah.
That's the end story. That's where they want to go, basically.
And because he has also mentioned that he's been offered money, refusing money, this is the consequence, allegedly.
Yeah, they want to debar him. It's going there. And expect a proper report, a sweet one, from the judge going there. So we are at that stage. And then you tell me that I read the comments, people saying that this man is just for publicity. No, this man put his job, his paper that is given to him, that permits him to work, he put it on the line. And
for people that are not even paying him.
These 8 charges now are the result of that.
So it moved from that charge of trespassing to now 8 charges. Wow, that's amazing.
That's where we are now.
And the fact that one of the prosecutors, or not even the prosecutor, one of the detectives, was it detectives or colonels that were on 375, is also facing charges. So that in itself, it's also very sketchy, man. It's not sitting well. It's not sitting well. It's like, what is going on? What are all of these charges? Where are they coming from? And it's mainly to it's almost like it's a way of keeping them busy so that they don't focus.
If you look at how it works, double standards. He was arrested in a court of law. No action was taken.
No one was held accountable for that charade.
Now he's facing the cases, 8 cases.
Malisa Teffo, thank you very much indeed. Breaking news on.
So yeah, that is basically the interview.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you still want me to go to ENCA1, because the ENCA1, I always have
Yeah, let's leave it out.
Yeah, I would rather
now.
go to Sfiso. Sfiso had something to
He
say.
had something to say. Let's rather go to Sfiso because I.
For more reaction to the story, we're joined by reporter Linda Mnisi, who's in Isipingo in Durban. Linda, you're with Senzo Meyiwa's brother, Sfiso, and we heard from Advocate Teffo earlier who said he'll stay on watching brief on this matter as per the instruction of Sfiso.
Yes, and it's one thing that is maintained throughout the case, Kathy, that he's been on watching brief on the 375 case, and that is for the brother of Senzo Meyiwa, Sfiso Meyiwa. It seems the plan is then to continue on that particular case. You would have heard earlier in court, we heard during this trial that, they had gotten the docket earlier. It was disclosed to them. In fact, at the time, they were the only legal representatives with that particular docket. How it affects, the rest of the case, let's get to hear from Sfiso Meyiwa himself. I want to thank you so much for your time, Sfiso. These news obviously were shocking to many South Africans because it's another twist, right, to this case, but not necessarily what you are looking at when you look at the cases that are before court. He's withdrawing from the 636 case, but not necessarily from the 375 case. What is your reaction to that?
No, Tina, vele as a family be siyazi ngoba sike sakhuluma naye uTeffo. Waveza indlela amamharasa ngayo.
As a family,
no, we came to an agreement with no. That we. But asikho worried.
They had an agreement with Teffo.
Ngoba sakhona ku375 lokho ubona vele une evidence.
Ukhuluma ngama threats and harassments, and now uyasho ukuthi.
So basically, Sfiso is aligning with what Teffo said in the sense that they talked. They had this lengthy talk where they communicated about this, and they saw it fit that Teffo should not actually continue with this case because his life is in danger, and there are a lot of things that are happening around this case. That though being said, he will still remain as a person who sits for watch and brief.
Untjelile ngawo. Do you know what exactly where they come from?
Avela emaphoyiseni. Yeah. Emaphoyiseni la uwona ngafuna ukuboshwa abantu abaright. Yeah.
Are you also experiencing the same threats?
No, mina kwaba ukuthi nje bangisabisa ukuthi bazongivulela icase kwagcina lapho bagcina bengafikanga futhi.
So this is a strategy. They
always threaten you with the case. Was the first, in fact, legal representative to bring up the issue around 375 and the contents of 375. Without him now in the 636 case, where do you think that particular docket will go, given that also, we've received a response from the DPP saying 375 does not have merit?
No, angifuna ukungena kakhulu kulokho, but sikhulumile kuyinto esingesifuna ukuthi sikhulume kwimedia ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani, but we know ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani kusukela manje. Yeah, kodwa akuyona into esiyikhuluma le kwimedia.
You've said before, Gucci, you believe Gucci, the accused persons are innocent in this entire thing. Are you not worried?
So basically, the guy is just maintaining that they know what is going to happen. I'm worried also about 375 ml in a sense that it can really be the end of it if these 5 are really found guilty. Well, we would wait to see who becomes the next on that 636 because that mastermind should come out. So then you can expect anything. The mastermind could be some man there who send them to sends or something, jealous, it can be anything.
For me, it's gonna be challenging to try and pin this on those guys. And if they do succeed, what does that mean for 375?
It's dead. Because now they need only one person.
To just admit.
Now, if that 636 succeeds, that means one, the gun is correct.
Mm-hmm.
That means two, the killer is there.
Mm-hmm.
They only need one person who's a mastermind. If there exists such theory in that docket of 636, or they can just close the case.
This is looking scary, and it's a problem. It's a serious problem. Our justice system in South Africa is not what it seems. It's scary.
Yeah.
So, entire thing. Are you not worried about what is now going to happen to them, given that now where you've put your trust to go Teffo?
Lamaphoyisa lawa ayalazi kusukela ngo2019 nayo lokhuzana advocate ubaloyi uyalazi njengoba kukhulunywa manje court baqamba manje court phambi kwejaji kufungiwe lapho advocate ubaloyi wathi abalazi lela dokodo basanda kulithola mina ngiyazi le dokodo lahlala ku advocate ubaloyi for more than 6 months likuyena elifunde eyalazi wazi kahle nje bayazi nobufakazi obukhona lapha yana. I'm not worried.
So you're hoping one day lizofika court?
Lizofika ngoba vele basaba njengoba betatazela benza zonke lezi zinto batatazela ukuthi lizobopha kahle la vele sesilwa namaphoyisa azama ukuyivikela njengoba kwenzeka yonke lento lamaphoyisa abophela abafana abawu5 iwona la wasabisa uTeffo iwona la wazama ukuyivikela futhi ngoba fanele kube khona ofanele aboshwe kubona ngoba phela omunye wabo ususpect njengoba kwavule lo 375 khona iphoyisa bese kuba khona nalabo basendlini bonke lelo phoyisa futhi yilona eliphethe lelicala lento futhi yangixaka ukuthi namanje liphoyisa kwali lingaphumi la ngoba fanele beliphumile manje kule case ngoba phela leli ukukhombisa ukuthi vele lo 636 inhloso yalaba kubona ukuthi bakhiphe abantu okuyibona abadubula usenzo bayivikela ku case 375 ngoba bayawazi ukuthi vele bawo suspect kubona bayazi lento abenzayo into engekho.
Kuna investigators ayithi ku 375 kuno Colonel Buthelezi kuno warrant officer Makhubu in fact let me repeat that kuna investigators ayithi ku 375 there's Colonel Buthelezi and then there is warrant officer Makhubu. Are you saying one of them is supposed to be charged kuyo yona le 375?
Warrant officer Makhubu noButhelezi basebenza ndawonye.
They are working together, Mrs.
Bona bavula ucase 375
and they didn't do anything.
Abantu fanele bacharge yilabo ba case 636.
Ukeninda
is one of them.
Who are supposed to be charged?
Yes.
Yeah, he's basically saying Kinindi is one of the people who should be charged.
Defeating the ends of justice.
For defeating the ends of justice.
Fethu. Angifuna ungena kuma details kodwa nje defeating the ends of justice bayazi bafowethu angeke let's protect alabantu abasizi ngalutho inizwa lesi ba protect ukuthini buka manje uTeffo uyasatshisa kube befa bezofa ibulawa yibona labantu labantu ba corrupt futhi igama elithi corrupt lincane badinga igama elingaphezulu kwe corruption bangcole ngalendlela emangalisayo bangcole mebakubona ukuthi inkinga bakuvulela amacala bakusabise
so the guy, the is taking giving this position according to this guy.
Do you think nalaba baboshiwe impilo zabo zisengcupheni because nabo they're continuously telling the court ukuthi bafeel ukuthi abekho safe? Namhlanje simzwile athi aletha isicelo uTeffo ukuthi one of the accused be moved to a different prison. He says he wanted the court to hear it because he says it's a matter of life and death. There could be no next time.
Guys, just press that like button, guys. 180, 32 likes, guys.
Come on, guys. What is the deal? What are we doing here? Are we wasting our time?
Press that button and subscribe, guys. Come on, guys. The work we put here. Subscribe and press that like button. Let's push it up, guys. But basically, what this man is saying is that Ginindi should be charged with defeating the ends of justice. And not alone. Because he's saying he's one of them.
He's one of them.
And we know Ginindi is part of the case. 636 is part of the leading investigator. Yes. So the guy is feeling sorry for people that are arrested.
And now I'm wondering what's going to happen to accused number 3 after he wrote this letter. What is going to happen to that guy? What is happening to him right now?
Let's not even think about it.
Because safe. Ngoba wawona amaphoyisa ayibashaya eqaleni. Vele nje but iwona amaphoyisa la batreat kabi kanje. Ngoba begcine bevumile ukuthi balenzile icala bebengalivumanga. Nje impilo zabo azikho safe kakhulu.
Do you think kunobufakazi ku-375 oluprovayo ukuthi njengoba uTeffo wayesho ukuthi uKelly Khumalo uyena odubule ubhuti wakho ngephutha?
Ayi mfethu. Yabona masikhuluma, yabona ufakazi oblapha qanda ikhanda. Ijaji sengijahe kabi ijaji libona yonke lento lapha ku-case 375. Yabona lapha mfethu. Now iSouth Africa izoyibonela ukuthi naba abantu kade bedlala ngathi sonke lesikhathi. Lapha khona evidence mfethu ephelele mfethu. Njengoba ngo-2019 laselingenile ecourt selizobopha ingoba uadvocate wayesebona ukuthi liphethe evidence bamsuspend. Wayesuspendelana.
Suspended.
Vele kwase kuzoboshwa amaphoyisa amakhulu.
Hayaya.
Nawo yayizohlehla lento ibuyele kulabo abakhulu abathi akwenziwe le cover up.
Guys, do we still need more? If really these things are happening, we are in a movie here. We're in a Fast and Furious movie. Where things are just being reversed and prolonged and reversed and prolonged, and we are playing the same game until we die and forget about it. It's tough. It's really tough.
But the Meiwa family can't leave this alone. Honestly speaking,
it's tough, Emil. It's easy to say. It's very tough. Like, put yourself in these people's shoes. What do you think is happening also to them?
I'm guessing they're also being threatened.
If this really is anything to go by, everyone is complaining that you touch this thing, you get threatened. You touch these things, you get visitors. You get, it's tough. Even Sfiso, is the only reason why he can literally push to do this is to say, either way, if I die fighting for you, my brother,
at least
it's okay.
I've given you clues. I feel like right now they are also forced to mention names because it's like giving clues that should anything happen to me,
it's okay.
At least I pointed
the only
somebody.
reason why I would continue fighting like Sfiso is because that would be my brother. Do you understand? I mean, whatever it is, it must be. Do you understand? But really, it's difficult. You can tell. It's texting. If you watch him, you can see this is texting to him. Fighting the whole
police
big part
and the state.
What are you? You are just nothing.
Together.
If really allegedly is true. Allegedly.
So the cover-up, you're saying it's not only about laba bebasendlini. There are even police officers. Bakhona abanye abangaphezu kwamaphoyisa aba involved in this cover-up.
Yes. I-cover-up kwaqala ukucover-up kwaqala kwavikela abantu abasendlini. Mase bevikeliwe umakhuba nobuthelezi bavulela icala laba benza i-cover up manje nabo ke sebezama ukuyivikela bona abasavikeli laba bantu sebeyivikela bona njengoba izoshaya bona ibophe bona nabo izohlehla futhi kubuyele kulaba abakhulu ababanikeza le role yokuthi bayidlale le role yokuthi benze le cover up ngoba khona izikhulu phela ezafika lapha kwi-crime scene ezafika kwa-discuss ukuthi icala lihambe kanje kungaveli iqiniso akhulunywe lento kwenzela imedia yonke lento bekwenzela imedia kahle kahle into eyenzeke endlini ngiyona lento abayikhulumayo lapha ilapha ku-case 375 into eyenzeke
ukhuluma ngoNkosimalo bano Sibiya kanjalo Shadrack Sibiya
yes wayikhona naye
so he's part of the cover
wayikhona kusazokhulunywa kuzobonakala madoda kwenzakalani
wena bazokubiza mhlambe njenge-witness sesiyivala nje
hayi angikholwa ukuthi bazongibiza mina lama-witnesses alapha nje kunobufakazi obuphelele angikholwa ayikho into engadingakala from mina
ngisho ku-636
no angikholwa
abakaku-inform
abakazi bangi-inform.
I want to thank you so much for your time. That's Sifiso Meyiwa speaking about.
Yeah. Apparently, there were big people on that scene. That we haven't heard who are they. But
from the documentary,
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not even going to mention names. But yeah, there were
those who
big
watched
people.
the documentary will have...
The documentary does not have much. But there were big people there in that house. Just know that there were big people. So that's what is being said here. Just know that there were big people. So this is not just something. This is something that you open this skin. There's another skin, and
like a Pandora box.
Yeah, it keeps on rebuilding. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why if I'm involved, if I'm the mastermind, I'm gonna be arrogant because I know if I go down, the whole house goes down.
There's a whole lot of people that are going down with me.
Do you understand? Yeah, I'm gonna be arrogant. Can make some noise. It's okay. You know.
Okay, we can open the lines now, guys.
No, guys,
you
the
can call
lines
in
are
and
open.
express
You can
yourselves.
call in and express
the
yourself.
number is scrolling down below.
As you call in, mind your language, man.
Yes, mind the language and please respect the community guidelines. No cussing,
no naming.
No naming.
Use the...
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So that you don't get Mzansi reality in some predicaments, okay? Just protect the platform.
And while we're at that, guys, please subscribe. I know that there are people here
who are watching.
99% of you guys are watching and you're not subscribers. Please subscribe and become a member, by the way, because, where do you think we get the money to sit like this? We need your support so that we can also support other people, become a member. Yeah, we are going to wait for you guys, and then eventually we will shut down. If you want to...
Let me read the comments. I have been delaying reading the comments.
Starting with
Bongi Mangele, our precious member. Evening, Emily and Mr. Ano. Network not playing nice with me. Yeah, it's probably this load shedding affecting.
I'm also hit by load shedding, but it's okay because...
Bongi also says, if they can't crack this case and it takes them so long, what about all other cases that we have right now?
Look, the problem...
We have the Tavern.
Yeah, the problem is that, we're not Emily. I'm thinking of that. These people, they still have time. If really they are doing all these things, they still have time. How am I going to feel confident that if they arrest people who have Tavern, it's really people of Tavern?
Really them.
Really?
Okay, this is the last comment from Bongi Mangele. She says, oh my goodness. The name that shall not be named got away with Jub's accident. She was there and got away with it. Now, Senzo's death, she's gonna get away with it again. But One day she will answer for all these deaths. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Okay, now read everyone else.
Okay, Oscar Kubedo. Hello, guys. Finally, I thought you guys withdraw us. No, we did not. We are having technical difficulties, Oscar, but we are fine now. Mpo says, hi, guys. I was waiting for today to happen. Teffo took my advice. And yes, Mpo, we hurt you, okay? And that is one of our members, Mpo. Okay. And
a member.
A member of Mzansi Reality, a channel member, a supporter.
We no longer have to call him the name. Never. There's no name. A member.
Gabsile Mabuza says Emily is okay, I heard you, Gabsile. Okay, jurisdiction. Yes. Okay, it's a tongue twister for me, like statistics. Bumi H, it explains why Kelly is not bothered by everything happening. Franz Moffat. Allegedly. And Franz Moffat.
The name, can we minimize?
So disappointed about Teffo withdrawing. He was our only hope for this case.
No, it's okay. It's really okay. Like, I think sometimes you must know when to get off. Like, let them kick you, or let us see. There is a direction.
Okay.
And it's not off the case in any case, because it's still there on 375 and still going to be on the watch and brief for the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nan Pinky says, only in South Africa this nonsense can happen. Senzo's killer is known by those who were in that RDP house. I'm furious. It's not an RDP.
It's a spaza shop.
It was written spaza. Rather, let's call it a spaza house. Tepiso Bambo says, good evening, Sister Emily and Mr. Anonymous. Let me tell you one thing. Whatever is at play right now is nothing compared to what God is planning, avenging. God is watching, and he's coming to judge.
And then Minentle, good evening, guys. Good evening, Minentle. Lungsile Mpisane. Hi, guys. I could not help but notice how sharp was
Slee's questioning to Teffo today in comparison to the Kelly.
Yeah.
Hey, Lungsile, your third eye. Your third eye is open.
Next, continue. I'm far, man. I cannot.
Ezinohlonze, Vaseline Blue Seal, Siam Siana. I believe.
If you want me to come back, I am indeed available.
I believe Teffo is up to something. That guy can't just let it go like that. I still believe and I trust him. And as you know, Teffo really worked very hard on this case, but Slotu doesn't give him a chance. Do mahola
with Jeffs. Okay. I was also disappointed, but think that there's more to it. That is to do Mahola, yeah.
Siam Siana, they will now relax and say we deign about Teffo. That's where Teffo will strike. But why is South Africa law allow all this to happen? Do
buying time.
Buying time.
Who's buying time? Oh yeah. We know. If we talk about time, we know who we associate that time with. Yeah.
Gabsile Mabuza, Advocate Teffo may have died today. However, he will resurrect when Advocate Mshololo finishes reading docket 375, because I foresee Mshololo pursuing Teffo's arguments relating to the cover-up.
Minentle Hlope Mshololo is a wolf in a sheep's skin. Allegedly.
Stembi Somkize, we cannot wait for 375 case.
And guys, who is this mastermind? The mastermind is unknown.
It's not yet named.
He's an unknown person. Yes. It can be anyone. It can be you, by the way.
It can be you, Oscar.
It can be saying you, however, but this is Oscar.
We're like, oh,
But
mastermind, Oscar can't do
But yeah, but he was in your comments, guys. No, maybe Nama is Sanyana. Hey, we laugh, guys. What can we do? We must find something to laugh about.
Levi Messiah.
Too.
Lufate. Boswell Circus at its best.
Yeah, and
Siyabonga Mgugudo. We need IP Dlana ngeke. They won't be visited by any police.
Jumping straight to Susimpiwe Alfred.
I guess Shut Up was also there.
Lufate. Answering Bongi.
Ukeli uzo chola amaphepha very soon. Allegedly. Thomas Lucas Pinga, this is a case will take very tough turn. Watch the space. And Minentle Lopez says, I doubt he came back as a minister when CR became president. Mbalula? Okay.
Allegedly.
I don't know anything that you guys are saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guys, well, I think we have covered everything. We have covered you, unless, of course, you've got something to say that we missed, and that is beside this. Yeah, that's what we had. And I think I had the lawyer of Kelly now feeling so sad.
Now she's smiling.
No. She's feeling so sad that the case really had to be postponed now because the client cannot wait to come and testify. Yeah, well, greetings from this Kenya. Dudu.
How is it greeting from Kenya? Let me refresh.
No, I can't see the flag. Like I can't see it properly.
No, it's Britain. It's Britain, the land of the Queen.
It's the one of Boris.
Hi, Dudu. How is British?
Is that one of Boris something? The guy?
Yeah,
resigned,
Boris.
Boris.
Yeah,
Boris. You know.
The land of the Queen.
And just off resigning.
How is British? How is Britain?
Yeah.
She says the UK.
The UK.
The UK.
Okay.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
How's the United Kingdom?
Where the kingdoms are united. No. Guys, we gave everyone a chance. I'd like to believe. And
I think we can wrap it up now.
Yeah.
And guys, let's wait and see.
On that note, on a serious note now, I see 1-8. Please subscribe. Don't binge watch us. You know that we give you the one of the best.
How, guys? Why am I only seeing 24 likes? Guys.
No, it's 60.
It's 60 now.
Yeah, so they don't like what.
So it means me, I'm not refreshing.
They don't like what we're talking about.
So they don't like us talking about Advocate Teffo.
I think we should talk about something else.
What can we talk about?
Maybe we can get more likes and more subscribers, eh?
Should we do Mgosi, guys?
I'm not doing Mgosi. South African Mgosi.
Everyone loves gossip.
South African Mgosi, I never. That thing. Yo. You know.
No, I can't. I find it difficult to talk.
You end up reporting about someone fighting, someone farting. Yeah, someone farted. Someone.
Hey, it's difficult. Our celebrities are not giving us the.
No,
they're not like.
The South Africa people are still too sensitive.
Oh yeah, they are.
And
they are too sensitive.
And it's not that I'm afraid of that. Just that man, man. Yehlisana nesithunzi.
Nesithunzi ne. Kabanga with your economics and knowledge.
Reporter ukuthi so and so has farted.
Oh my goodness.
So and so was eating.
But it's amazing because people do like it. I mean, the views are amazing.
Maybe you should call us and tell us what is happening in UK. What is cooking in UK?
What is cooking in UK?
In South Africa, there's a lot happening.
bongi.
Well, last time you left. Last time you left South Africa, if you left South Africa, we were drinking in taverns. Now, no, you buy a takeaway and come back to your house. That is now what is happening in South Africa.
And you go by with a bulletproof
And then
vest.
there is read that Dube greetings from Portugal. Yeah.
Is it Yuna? Yuna Dube.
Yuna Dube.
Greetings from Portugal.
From Portugal.
Portugal.
We see you.
Wow,
So-
the flags, keep them coming, guys.
So you
Even
guys
if you're from South Africa, put the South African flag.
Mix the flag where you are with the flag of where you come from, because we want to know. Last time you left us, guys, we were drinking, chilling in the pubs. Now, no. You just go by and come back.
You
in.
wear a bulletproof vest
And you also wear a bulletproof vest when
to
you
go
there.
and get your bev. So that you come back safe. Mr. Anonymous, did you hear about that guy who passed on from drinking a Jagmeister?
Who's that?
There's a man
Yeah.
who was trending. He passed away from drinking Jagmeister. Let me read what the Lukuzana
Oh,
was
that
saying.
guy. No, man. You know other people, man. They you know other people.
A man between the ages of 25 and 30 passed away at a tavern in Hamashamba village close to Elim after competing for 200 rands by finishing a bottle of Jagmeister the quickest. He allegedly
Guys,
finished the entire bottle under 2 minutes
Do not-
and then passed away.
Do not play with booze. That one, the hot one. Don't even try to.
He was downing it.
You can't be downing such a thing, man. You are committing suicide. Okay.
Guys, that thing is burning. I've seen people when they
This
drink it,
is
they're like,
morality ndlovu katsheni buyabenyathi. I'm enjoying the live show, guys. South Africa, yes, keep them coming. Are you at the tavern or are you at home? If you are at the tavern, please go home. Moyo, read the name for me, Marie.
Murray Moyo.
Murray.
According to the interview on Newsroom with Fiso, Senzo's brother, they are not worried about the withdrawal of Teffo because they discussed and agreed on it. And Dudu Mahola. Okay, this flag, I don't know it, Dudu. I have to it looks like Kenya.
Kenya.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks like a Kenya flag.
Okay.
But please correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey,
From the UK.
the one below that is from Zim. Yeah, from Zim.
Yeah, this is
Portugal.
Zimbabwe and Portugal. You guys are in the nations, are far, are well traveled.
Yeah, guys. Ish.
I feel so precious being watched by people that are actually travelers, that are abroad.
Oh, Malawi. It's Malawi.
Oh,
The
it's
flag is from
Malawi. Dudu So I'm guessing it's Magola. I've been pronouncing it wrong. Dudu Magola. It's
Because
not
you've been
Magola.
thinking that's one.
Yes,
Mahol.
Magola. It's Magola.
Yeah. if
My apologies,
If I was
Dudu.
the one reading it, I was gonna say to do Mahol. So
Listen
Then-
to Bongi Mangele. No, Emily, please don't have. We have enough Mgosi. We have enough office Mgosi.
no, we will never do that thing.
Mpo says, I wonder UK Gunjani, guys. Nami, I wonder, guys. But I'm sure it's a little bit better than here.
Great member greeting from Winterfeld, Mabopane.
Mabupani.
I knew there was something.
Kamkaya. Mpo kamkaya. Mpo kiskimsaka. Mpo re bolela tale e one. So.
He thought he was smart. He died for
200.
This is
That guy.
So he's Kabazela Gamavo.
That guy, I'm so mad. If I feel like I'd be even more mad at him if I was related to him. How do you do that? Like that thing, it's burning.
I hope I'm reading this right. Nyasha Glenda Kembawa. Hi, Emily. And she's
Hi,
greeting
Nyasha.
you alone. Nyasha. You're greeting Emily alone. Wow.
And Mr. Anonymous too.
Okay. Okay. So that guy was just out of line, man. Don't do.
No.
I've seen. It's not the first time I see someone.
That thing is hot. That thing is strong.
No,
You've
people-
seen even the reaction from people just drinking a shot. You take the whole bottle. No, guys, no.
No, man. People,
Let us not do that.
for 200, imagine. It cannot even bury you, that thing. Ah, man, come on, guys. Don't be doing that.
No, it broke my heart.
Were you
Like,
only
no
focused
way.
on the case today? You didn't see anything.
Yeah, I only focused on the case majority of the time. I wanted stories on the case, but
Oh, by the way, also the public protector is on the impeachment process.
I saw the notifications for the
it's
impeachment.
tough.
How is it going?
It's going. There were a few arguments that I still, because when they were on the break on the other side, so I went that side. Yeah, people are really coming forth with these things of starting to ask good questions. This is Pila Tiba. This is South African flag. Now people are coming forward. They are understanding the idea of not hearing one story.
Yeah.
So they want the president to come and also tell them so that they know that, okay, if we impeach, this was Bantu Wolomisa, who was saying that if we are going to do this, it must be that a president must come and also tell us that it was referring to the unsealing of the documents. So basically, there's a trap there. Because if you go there, Zizokala, because you must prove otherwise that the issue of hello member.
Yebo member yazi ngabuya man.
Okay. Yeah.
Kanti Diamond waza mangile empire bamu hirile last week nyana. Mere kwa hiking.
Otamali Empire.
Ulezi empire shut up.
Oh. Kimutako moving.
The Empire.
No, I know the Empire, but Kimutako moving what's a man.
Chief something. Head ya mapodisa. Akithi ba re ke
Oh, come on.
He hasn't said anything.
No, he doesn't say much, no.
Yeah, it's not a talking type.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Okay.
No, he hasn't said much.
All right. Okay.
He has a
Nyasha Glenda Kembawa, Mr. Unknown. I'm hot. Why are you hurt now?
why are you hurt
He's
now?
hurt because of the case. She's hurt.
Oh, I'm hurt. It's probably because of the hate. I'm from Zim, but was following the whole Meiwa proceedings. The moment Teffo left, I broke down.
No. Look. Let me
had
tell
a
you.
mini panic attack.
Heartburn. It's okay to have such. It's a case. It has ups and downs. But let me tell you something. Eventually, someone is going to win. And look, I saw people who are afraid of losing. Even Msholo is also afraid of losing. But that being said, let us wait and see. Even if they don't get someone to represent them, I want to see something. I want to see what is going to happen. I want to see if really this South African law, if you do not have anyone, you are going to rot in jail. I want to see that also. I want to see that. It's okay. It's gonna test
We have
a lot
an
of things.
update from Uba Budlamuga and funeral proceedings and everything else. I came across an article today, and Siatela also recently confirmed Budlamuga's passing on social media after a long illness, posting Inhliziyo yami ibuhlungu. My heart is sore, rest in peace. And there's also a family spokesperson, Usolomzi Kunene, revealed that the 62-year-old had been living with diabetes for a few years now, but had it under control. The doctor said he passed from high blood pressure and diabetes. He was already on insulin and woke up that morning not feeling well. He passed away on Saturday afternoon at around 18:20. When we slept on Friday, he was good, and in the morning he started getting sick and couldn't speak.
So rest in peace.
Baba wasn't too old and he had his diabetes under control. He was hardly ill until last year in June. While in town, he broke his leg from the groin. He had been struggling with the leg, and that had restricted his movement and not allowed him to have full control of his chronic illness. Solomzi says that the family is learning to come to terms with his passing, and the burial is this coming Friday at the homestead in Mabedlana. He leaves 25 children, his 4 wives, as well as we all know that the 5th wife passed.
Yeah, I think I will be fine with the rest of the proceedings happening on Isengani.
It's just a quick update, guys, for those who care. But yeah, he'll be buried this Friday.
I'm not good with funerals, like that's why I'm really.
It's just a quick update.
I just believe that we will be fine in everything that happens in life. I just always have that positivity in life that we'll be fine. Even in this case, I see the positive side. Yes, sometimes you do get down, but you will come up and you'll come stronger. Tuli Tools. That is smart move from advocate. Therefore, something big will be exposed. All these charges created against him are meant to derail him. He won't be at his best to represent his client. And yeah, it was indeed.
And it takes a big person to admit that. I have too much on my plate, and I would rather have my clients have the best of me or not me at all. So kudos to him.
Because now they were trying to disturb. Allegedly, it would not now work because you won't be part of the people that needs to. So you won't be delaying anymore. They would have now to find something on the person that would come.
The next person they have to find.
Please, guys, subscribe. Please subscribe and like the video. And then
Morality in Glovo says, from the system reset, all will be running smooth.
What is it that?
From the system reset, all will be running smooth.
Okay. Right, guys. I think we've
I think
chilled.
that's a wrap.
We have chilled with you guys. Come on. You can't tell us you didn't do that. On your way out on this store, please subscribe and please like the video and become the member. We are going to be exclusive eventually to certain things that we do. And I'm not pushing this because I'm all about money. I'm just pushing it because
they are important,
at least with membership, we are able to discuss things and not monetize them. Do you understand?
True.
Yeah, so for members, you can always do that. But if you discuss here, you are killing our mojo. Right. That was it from Mr. Anonymous and Emily. Anything before we go?
No, that's it from me. Guys, I love and appreciate you so much. And thank you for joining us yet again for another live conversation. And until the next one, it's a bye from Zanzi Reality. Ke le rata. Hooray.
Bye, bye.
Bye.